Today, I, 29mem, found out that my partner, 28F, is pregnant with another man's baby just a month before our wedding. Hi all, I just need somewhere to vent, I think, but any encouraging words or advice are welcome. My partner and I have been together for over 5 years and we have a 3-year-old daughter. Today, I found out that she is pregnant with another man's baby 1 month before our wedding day. The real kicker is that this morning I purchased the ring I was going to wear on our day. My fiancée had been acting a bit strange over the last month, and I started feeling suspicious. I caught her chatting with some guy on Snapchat, and when I asked who he was, she quickly turned her phone around and said, "Nobody." That instantly set off alarm bells for me. We were usually pretty open, so this seemed really suspicious. I pressed further, and she said he's just some other single dad, someone I've known my whole life, just a friend. I told her she was acting very suspicious, and I felt something was wrong. She insisted everything was fine, but I kept a close eye on things and let her know that kind of behavior isn't okay in a relationship, and trust was slipping away. Another month passed, and she alternated between showering me with affection and being rude, demanding, and insulting. It's been a complete emotional roller coaster. So how did I find out? I had the day off work today to get my car serviced and take care of some general admin that had been piling up. Later, I went to my partner's workplace to pick up her car for the day. The nagging suspicion I'd been feeling the whole month led me to snoop on her laptop when I got home, which is always logged into Facebook. What I discovered still has my head spinning. She had sent photos of her positive pregnancy test to her friend and sent audio messages revealing everything. She's freaking out, wants the guy to pay for the baby removal, has upcoming blood tests today, and is hoping her period comes because she's missed it. She also mentions that she doesn't want the other guy to come to these appointments because there are still some feelings between them. Additionally, she sent a screenshot of her messages to the guy which stated, "Father's Day is coming up, and I guess you should know there is another one on the way." I spent the rest of the day pacing the house, wrapping my head around what I had just seen. I have taken photos of everything and securely stored them away. Later that day, I pick her up from work, and she asks me to drive her to her appointment. I inquire about the purpose of the appointment and if she wants me to accompany her, but she says it's just a gallbladder thing and suggests I go get a coffee, etc. I am fully aware that she is having blood drawn for a pregnancy test, but I play along. I figure it's best not to confront her until we are home, and there is no more driving to be done. Once she's done with her appointment, we drive home, and she expresses how amazing of a partner I am, how supportive I am, and how she feels safe and loved with me. She even says, "I know you are having your car serviced. How about you service me?" I decline. We get home, and I ask her to sit down because we need to talk. I surprised myself with how calm, concise, and direct I was. I didn't yell or explode, I just said, "I know everything. I know what the appointment was about. I know you cheated a month before our wedding. I know that you're pregnant. The wedding is canceled and this relationship is over. I don't hate you. You are not my worst enemy, but you are still the mother of my kid. We still have to work together for our daughter. That being said, there is no saving this relationship. As a side note, I purchased my wedding ring today. I couldn't wait to tell you all about it." Her mouth gaped open and all she said was, "Oh." I asked some follow-up questions like, "When was it? How many times? Is there anyone else?" "One dude, one time, about a month ago." And yeah, it was the Snapchat guy. She begins bawling, apologizing, and saying I don't deserve this, that she has ruined her life. She tries to explain it all away and gives excuses, but I don't feel any emotions. Normally, I'm a pretty chipper guy, and seriously, any other day, news like this should have shattered me. But I just stay quiet and let her get it all out. She talks for 2 hours, and all I'm doing is confirming that, yes, this relationship is over. I'm stoic and calm the whole time. I do not know how I manage this. I think I'm just numb and disappointed more than anything. I offer her to stay for a month or so to get everything sorted on her exit. I can keep paying bills, etc., and I'm not throwing her to the curb. We can take each day as it comes slowly, but we are always taking steps to moving you out. She is incredibly thankful and apologetic, but none of that really matters. She's messed up and it's time to move on. She's staying at her friend's house tonight, and I'm not sure what tomorrow brings. I'm currently home with my daughter asleep, completely clueless to any of this. Any advice on this, guys? Where did the monk-like calmness come from? Am I due to explode soon? Where should I put my efforts in the next few days? How can I healthily move through this? So many questions are swirling around at this point. Reader comment. The first thing to do is DNA test your other kid. There's no way this only happened once if there are still lingering feelings, and she specifically told him that there's another on the way. So this has obviously happened before. Sorry, dude. Original poster. Yeah, that is something I'm going to do for peace of mind. My daughter is almost an exact replica of me, so I think I'm okay, but I need to know. Reader comment. First, I have to say, as I was reading this, I was expecting you to still hope to salvage the wedding. Good on you for ending it. Sometimes we don't know how we'll react in certain situations until we are faced with it. It is good that you are remaining calm. Getting angry doesn't change anything, and only leads to bad decisions, actions. Problem solvers don't get angry. They assess the problem and work on the best way out of it. Sounds like that is exactly what you are doing. Original poster, not a chance. Just wish we hadn't paid for everything already. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Reader comment. It's a small price compared to the much bigger price that would have come. Consider it a termination fee and have the party anyway. Maybe a dodge the bullet party. I wish you all the best. Original poster. Ha ha ha. Invite all the boys down to the cottage for a drink up. Now that's an idea. Reader comment. You should absolutely sue her for the deposit values. Small claims court. Garnish her wages. Original poster. She has got no money and no place to go. Very sad to be her right now. Reader comment. Damn. That's rough. I'm impressed with your inner zen coming to the fore, and I think you've done a tremendous job of setting the stage for a positive co-parenting relationship that will be a massive benefit for your daughter. I think it's wise to consider that this is likely a form of shock or a protective stasis. So your true reaction is looming in the wings, and it would be wise to expect it to hit. The pain will come, and then there will be anger. Reach out to your family or friends to support you, and therapy is pretty great, even if you just go for a handful of appointments. Obviously, you want to make sure you come through this for your daughter, but don't lose sight of your own healing. One thing I learned is there are no skipping steps. Original poster. Yeah, I have been thinking that in the back of my head, kinda stressing that I'm not stressed, haha. I'm preparing for a hit. I don't know if it will come or not, but I have the gym lined up for tomorrow and called most of my family. I let them know that I'm okay, but will reach out if that changes. Thank you for the advice. Reader comment. All I can say is I am so sorry this has happened to you. Props to you for being so calm and not engaging in any arguments and sticking to your guns. On the advice side, make sure you have a written agreement on when she is moving out just in case she tries to stay. That way, you can get an eviction order if she does make things difficult. I hope you are able to get some money back from the wedding and make sure you have a good network of friends and family around you. Original poster. Awesome, that is really good advice. My workplace knows the situation and has given me some time off to get everything I need sorted. I'll add that to my list. Nope, the deposit is paid in full. I got my suit last week with her there. It's crazy thinking back on all these little moments of wedding prep that I now know she had been cheating. I haven't reached out to friends yet, but I've told family. Her mom has reached out too to apologize on her behalf. A P-date. Hi all, I have taken everyone's advice on board. Here's what has happened so far. Myself. I've talked to a therapist to get through the next 48 hours and have increased the frequency of my existing therapist appointments. I managed to have a coffee, no food or sleep yet. Unpaused my gym membership and done a long, heavy compound lift session. Getting in touch with a legal team now. Yet to book a doctor for an STD check, but doing that now. Absolutely been there for my little girl who is loving all the daddy time. Talk to work and have the week off work. As for my now ex, she is awaiting blood results to find out if she is pregnant. She is. The symptoms have been there. She plans to abort. Her AP has blocked her on everything, and she cannot contact him. She is giving me full custody. Not sure if this will change, but I'm over the moon and more than happy to. We have talked, but it was super robotic and like talking to a complete stranger. We are sitting down tomorrow to go through the budget and work out how much money she needs to cover her own bills. I do all of the budgeting. She is looking for a place to live. She will begin packing boxes tomorrow. As it stands, I still have not felt a single emotion. I tried to make myself a coffee, and it was the goddamn hardest thing I have ever done. All I have for now is love and sympathy for our daughter, which is more than enough emotion I need at this time. I'll keep updating here as things progress. I really appreciate the support, advice, and similar stories. None of this seems real, and even just talking to strangers on the internet has been a great help. 3PS. If there is a better way to do updates, please let me know. I am a posting to Reddit noob. Reader comment. I'm very impressed by how you are handling this devastating situation. I think you're gonna recover from this a lot faster than she will. Does her AP have a spouse? I think you said before he does. When you are past this, you should tell her too. Burn it all down, bro. Original poster. Cool, thanks for that. And yeah, I'm honestly feeling better already. Very proud of how I've handled everything so far. The spouse knows. My ex's life now looks pretty bleak. She can't afford to live on her own and is couch surfing for now. I'm still paying her bills for a bit and have passed on a bunch of mental health housing services for her to look over. I've told her to reach out once her situation improves and we can look at more of the custody stuff. For now, it's just time to focus on finding my new normal with my daughter, and it has been surprisingly enjoyable. Haha. Reader comment, I need to ask you a few questions. You said that she cheated a month ago, but your title said she found out she was pregnant a month before your wedding. It can't be both. She can't have cheated a month ago, and it be a month to your wedding because it would have just happened, and she wouldn't know she was pregnant. Have you two not had X at all for the last few months? How did she know it was his? Also, there is no way that she was only with him once. That is ridiculous. Original poster, cool, happy to answer. I have done my best to sleep, and I'm a little less fog-brained. 1. Yep, I realize the error. She's a month pregnant, so technically cheated 2 months ago, but who knows at this point? 2. We have had plenty of X, but it's been super frequent or not at all. I don't think it is mine because I have had the vasectomy. I know they aren't 100% effective, but she has cheated anyway, so the relationship is over. I asked her if she knows if she is pregnant yet for sure. The test kit says yes, and she is waiting on her bloods to confirm. And yeah, completely agree on that last part. Don't believe a thing she says at this point. Reader comment. Cancel all wedding plans. Separate all finances and everything you've joined together. Get a paternity test when that baby is born and take it to the courts and do not sign the birth certificate. Original poster. Solid advice, mate. Gotta start protecting myself here.
Reader comment. Father's Day is coming up, and I guess you should know there's another one on the way. I know you said in the other comment your daughter looks like you, but that sounds like she's telling him he has another one on the way. Is it possible it wasn't just once with this guy? As far as how you handled it, brilliant. The trick now is to stay in that mindset of being calm and stoic and pressing forward. When I found out my ex cheated, we already had 2 kids. I'm ashamed to say that the thought of my kids coming from a divorced family like I was sent me into a panic, and I was the pick-me girl. If I had to go back and do it over again, I would have handled it just as you did. My dignity was shattered, and I did end up leaving him 2 years later. But I still wish I would have handled it differently. The narrative you tell yourself is going to drive how you move this forward. Keep being calm and focused. It will make this easier for you in the long run if you can do this. I'm sorry if she did this to you. It's kind of soul-crushing, I know, but it sounds like you've definitely got this.
Original poster. This guy apparently has 2 kids already, so I think that's what she was referring to. But I'm committed to a DNA test, as gut-wrenching as it is. I would be devastated. Thank you for the encouragement. I really appreciate it so much. Reader comment. This is going to sound like an odd explanation, but the calmness you felt probably came from acceptance that it is over. You have a 3-year-old child together. You haven't gotten married in all that time. There is likely a part of your mind that has always acknowledged it wasn't going to last. As you said, you have to be a co-parent with her, so just leave the negative feelings behind and continue as you are now. Then you just bought the ring. See if you can return it. Buyer's remorse. Original poster. Dude, I've been thinking of what to do with the ring. I'm either going for a nice drive and throwing it into the ocean, or I'm going to take it to a shooting range and put a bullet through it. The cost of it doesn't mean much to me. Reader comment. Return it and spend the money on your daughter then. The cost might not mean much now, but you never know when you'll wish you had it. Your daughter is 3. Put it in a college fund for her. Original poster. Man, it was not an expensive ring, just over $100. I understand where you are coming from, but for that much money, not worth the effort. Reader comment. Did I miss something? What made her so sure the baby is his and not yours? Not saying you should stay with her, she still cheated either way. You can get a paternity test done while she's pregnant. Original poster. I've had the snip. Not 100% successful, I know, but we have been having unprotected X for years now. She sleeps with this guy and falls pregnant because she wasn't on birth control. Reader comment. Having unprotected X with an AP? That's pretty damn low. And stupid. Sounds like she wanted to get pregnant again. For some women, the instinct takes over their reason and then they try to justify it. But it comes down to the instinct to have another child. I bet that's what's behind it, except she's too twisted to even understand herself. Original poster, yeah, for sure. I know we are just animals with a supercharger attached to our brain. Sometimes the monkey brain wins, and then the logical brain tries to explain it. Her thought process when trying to explain it has been all over the place. Reader comment, put everything in your daughter's name and dump the hoe. Original poster, thanks man. A very great mindset to have in everything I do, even eating and sleeping, is for her so that I can be the best dad I can be. Our daughter's routine has not been affected one bit. We have been on coffee dates, and being a daddy's girl, she is so enjoying more time with me. Hope is well and truly dumped but has no place to go now. She messed her life up bad. Reader comment. This is random, but your story touched me so much. I told my boyfriend about this who had something very similar happen to him. She begged back, but he had to respect himself. It was so hard for him as well and got her a ring. But now he's in a healthy relationship. Original poster. This means a lot. I would never take her back, but the hurt is coming in strong. I just feel very alone, I suppose, but you saying that gives me a lot of hope. Times are just tough right now. Reader comment. What on earth did she say do when you told her you knew about this? How did she try to explain or excuse or lie or whatever about this? As a woman, I can't imagine planning my wedding with one man while cheating and getting pregnant with another. It just stuns me. I can't imagine this kind of thinking. Does she have anything to say for herself? What is her real relationship to this man? Is he an ex? Is he married? It sounds like she has been seeing him a lot longer than you know. Original poster. Hey mate, I still check it from time to time. He is an ex-fling of hers. They got chatting on Snapchat and it took off from there. She honestly took a lot of accountability and was apologetic. I'm a pretty cut and dry logical person, and she knew once I say it's done that it's well and truly over. She accepted that. She knows there's no changing my mind on it. I have talked to our couples counselor since the event, and he has hinted at BPD, which explains so much of this. How I can be the most wonderful partner in the world, but then she sees me as not loving her and never giving her enough attention the next. I think she felt she wasn't getting enough from me and stepped out of the marriage because she deserves it. All in all, she just didn't have a logical reason for all of this. Every time she has tried to explain it, her thoughts are jumbled and all over the place. Reader comment. So many of you men are so nice and so unsuspecting. Really, some women are devils, I could tell you stories. This gal is not what she seems. Original poster. I appreciate your thoughts here. I'm playing the fine line between making sure she gets the hell out and also making sure my daughter's mom is okay. That's all I care about. But yeah, pretty messed up situation. She's an asshole. Reader comment. If you marry that being, then you're dumb as heck. Cancel the wedding and find a 20-year-old. Original poster. Wedding is well and truly off, and I've managed a few MFF threesomes. Life is good, ha ha ha. Reader comment. Man, you are a gentleman and a better person than me. At that moment, I kicked his ass out of my house and took advantage of his Facebook to upload everything I found and tag everyone I found, including me, and then react angry and surprised. Original poster. Wow, that's epic. How do you feel about that nowadays? Are you happy you did it? Reader comment. If she's been love bombing you with a lot of X over the last couple of months, then you can't be sure this is not your baby that's on the way. I applaud you for being so calm. A lot of guys would have ended up in jail over something like this. I know what you're feeling right now is complete numbness because I've been there. Over the coming days, you may go through something similar to grief. At least I have. Let it come. Don't be afraid to be angry. You need to feel these emotions in order to move past this. On another note, I understand you've made up your mind about the relationship being over. I understand she royally screwed up, but she is the mother of your child. I'm not saying she deserves another chance, only that you should take time to decide what's really best for not only yourself, but for your daughter. Coming from someone raised in a broken home, it is very hard for children. These are very important decisions and just shouldn't be made out of anger or pain. Good luck and God bless. Original poster. Had a vasectomy, man. Plus they are aborting it. The relationship is over either way. Oh dude, I know. I'm surprised I didn't react any other way than what I did. I have been having horrific nightmares about fire and warfare and being stuck in muddy water, etc., so it's definitely there waiting to come out. I get where you are coming from, man. But I come from a family where the parents hated each other, and our household only saw peace once they had split up. Given how many big lies I've been told before such an important day, I just cannot find it in myself to trust her with all the little things a healthy couple needs to be able to do. Plus, man, I literally have zero feelings for the woman anymore. I don't think it would be fair on anyone involved for me to stay. And just as a personal thing, I would be embarrassed to stay. My self-worth is telling me to go regardless. Reader comment, you are right. You cannot live with someone who practices this level of deceit. You will never trust her again no matter what you do. You can't. People just don't get past this kind of thing. They only fool themselves that they do. Then it comes out later. You're doing the right thing for you and for your daughter. No child should grow up in a home where the parents have fundamental problems with each other. I did, and it was terrible. 2 homes with 2 functioning parents living separately is better than 1 home with no love. You can't love someone like your STBX. There's no basis for it. My belief also is that she wanted more children instinctively, and was not honest with either herself or you about this, and that is why she had unprotected X with this man. Because she wanted another child, and now she's destroyed everything, and it's all her fault. Personally, I'd give her the address of the nearest homeless shelter, but you're apparently a nicer person than me. Original poster. She's couch surfing at the moment, but I have passed on all the details for mental health professionals, private health funds, and homeless helplines for her. I'm ex-military, so there are some benefit services that she is entitled to, and I wanted her to be able to access all of them. I don't have a single bit of love left for this woman, but I still care for her because she's my daughter's mom, and I want to see her get back on her feet and still be a part of her life. Update 5 months later. Now it has been a few months, and for those interested, I just wanted to share my healing progress and also reach out for some further advice. So with the healing, partly good, partly bad. I had made a promise to myself to not let this awful experience destroy me. I spent a lot of time in the gym and have put on significant muscle and got into good shape. I focused on my career and my child, and have started seeing people casually. After being cheated on, my self-worth and attractiveness were thrown into question. I didn't know if I was lovable. I wanted to put myself back out on the dating market to see where I stood, and my God, have the results blown me away. In the 5 months since I have been single, I have slept with 12 new people, and some of those encounters have evolved into ongoing FWB situations with some really great people. I've had some MFF threesomes with a few of these girls and have seen a cuckold couple a few times. I honestly didn't know a ex life like this was possible. A few weeks ago, I literally had ex every day of the week with someone new. It has been awesome, and I've well and truly found that I can attract women and I am lovable. Now comes the advice. After all this time, I'm still having the odd nightmare about being cheated on and finding out. I'm still very upset and mad at times. I don't yet know how to properly heal or move on from this betrayal. At first, it seemed like sleeping around was the answer, to just meet new people and forget about my ex, but yeah, while it's nice, it's just a distraction from the healing work I need to do. How did you guys heal after this? I find myself opting to always keep busy, distracted to keep the pain away, but I think I just need to sit in my bed and hurt for a bit. And lastly, this whole experience has made me rethink marriage and committed relationships as a whole. Hear me out. I'm getting as much ex attention, laughs, experiences than I could ever ask for with a single person, but with none of the fear of being cheated on, no financial risks, no arguments about the dishwasher, etc. The thought of being with just one person now just gives me such a feeling of dread. Has anyone else experienced this? Did you change over time? Reader comment? And what about the ex? Original poster. She has been dating another guy, but based on what my 4-year-old is saying, things aren't going well. She has been a mixture of difficult, rude, flirty, and actually cooperative. It's been a roller coaster. Her friends have all but disowned her and have asked me to hang out at some point. I've also started seeing one of her friends casually too. Financially, she is a mess, and I think her mental health isn't too great either.